What is happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel. If they're doing good, you feel me? So I've been putting off finishing the roof here because I feel like I kind of like messed it up doing a wet sand on it. Try to see if the camera will pick up on it. It's kind of hard to see. So it's just not a great job, especially back over here where we have these those points where it just seems like I sanded too much. Now that the paint's been cured for a long time, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of polish over it and try to buff it out and see how it looks, so we can finish putting these roof rack back on here. You're going to see it. There's a lot of spots that I'm sure are going to show, but that's what we're doing right now. If you watched the last video involving this car, you saw I took it out for its first little mountain run and things just fell apart. I don't know if it's the alternator or if it's just the Odyssey battery, but I'm gonna put my money on it being the battery because Odyssey is just proven to be crap. I've given them 3 tries and I've kept this battery on a trickle charger just as they told me to, and just on the charger all times when it's not being driven. But when I go and drive the car, the battery just drains and then I'm stuck somewhere. So luckily I have another wagon. The battery's really easy to take out because it's just chilling there. So I'm probably gonna go get me a new battery for this thing in a week or two after I get a little more money saved up, and then yeah, we'll probably focus on getting this thing out on the road more. But for now, we're gonna be looking at all this stuff on here. It's really caked up with dirt. It's just been sitting since I finished the paint job essentially, and yeah, we're gonna rinse off all the dirt and grime on both the hood and the roof, and I'm gonna try to polish the roof and then get the roof rack put back on. Alright, so we still got these oil prints on here. I had a rough time with the Hybrid cleaning up that thing. After I did the exhaust job, there's just greasy paw prints all over the fender and the door handles because I was using those to like get up. But so we got this rinsed off. It's nice and smooth. Some issues with stuff on here too, like little spots that just won't come off, which is weird because the only time I've ever set anything up here was like a cardboard box and maybe like a beer can over here where we're gonna be putting the spoiler back on as well. Alright, so you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier better now that the sun's down. We got these real low points where I oversprayed clear coat and just tried to sand through it, and it just didn't work out well. But I'm gonna ignore the instructions on this bottle of car polish here. I don't have anything to cut it with. You're supposed to cut it with a cutting compound, but I don't have any cutting compound. But I like this stuff right here. It's what my dad used to use, and so I've always just kind of swore by it as well. I've tried other stuff, but I've honestly not had too much luck with it. So you just apply this stuff to a damp cloth here. Alright, so I think we're at the hazy point. I mean, you can still clearly see, you know, like the orange peel look. But I honestly don't care about the quality of this roof or the hood that much, because you know, I'll just have to redo it in a year or two anyway. So whenever I do the paint job, that's the paint job it gets until the paint job gets ruined, is what I'm getting at. Alright, so let's wipe this down. We got a clean, soft rag, aka old shirt. Kind of give you an idea of how dull it is already. This isn't doing anything. So, maybe we could try to hit it with a buffer. Alright, let's see what happens here. We got our little Harbor Freight G-Tank. Just put that extension cord over your shoulder. As you can see, it's not really fixing any of the imperfections here. So it is what it is, and we'll get the roof rack put back on after I finish. I mean, it's cleaning up the haze, but I mean, over there it's like kind of shiny. But yeah, we're gonna get the roof rack put back on and make this thing look good. I don't know what happened to the spoiler. Yeah, I need to go through the garage and clean. It's probably actually over there with the roof rack stuff and the mud flaps. I need to put this car. I need to like just put this car back together. Take a whole day, knock everything out, get that seat done. Talk in the comments. Tell me to get that seat done. Make fun of me or encourage me with affirmations. We'll see which way works. All right. I actually polished this fender here just for some giggles, and it actually came out like really, I mean, given what it is. It's like a 34-year-old paint job. And I also put a little more elbow grease into this right here, and it's got like a pretty decent reflection going. Alright, let's get this roof rack put back on. Alright, sorry other wagon. You're not going to be able to look as cool as the original. I'm going to just order, and I'm sure they're like readily available. I'll just need to take a little bit of dimension check. With like what a 10mm bolt would have and a knob. Alright, and as you can see, we concealed the dent pretty well. Yep, can't even see it with that reflection. Alright, so that is that. We got the roof finished finally after did I do this I want to say I did this last year. But we are finally done with the roof. The roof paint job only took like 6 months, 7 months or something. Alright. I also kind of try to clean up the hood here with the orbital, whatever. I'm gonna try to find the spoiler, and then we'll finish the roof up for sure. Alright, found the spoiler. Let's go ahead and pop that trunk. Alright, so that is it. The roof is back to normal. Again, I'll repaint this eventually. Probably grab some paint tomorrow for it. But yeah, tell me what you think. Should I paint it white? Maybe I could do like a base coat of like white primer on it and then paint it black or something stupid. I don't know. Here's a better look at like the reflection here. It's not, honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it could be worse. This side right here, like really, can't really tell, but that side right there actually looks pretty good. And the dent is like reflective. It's such a shiny dent. It hasn't looked like that in a minute. Honestly, whenever I work on this car and get something done that I've just been putting off, it always makes me motivated to like just get back to it, and it reminds me like why I do it in the first place, and it just kind of tells me that I need to just keep progressing with this thing, continue doing what I'm doing, get that seat done. There's no reason this car shouldn't be complete. Like, the only thing I need to do is the drive line, and then that'll be the four-wheel drive. That'll complete the four-wheel drive process. I just got to put everything back together again and tighten everything down so the interior doesn't have like crazy rattling. When I was digging for the spoiler over there, things with these wires connected to them, if you know what those are, I'll give you a hint. It starts with Daisy. I'm gonna be putting those in, and I think that'll be a really good video, get a lot of attention for the car, because I've been trying to get this thing all finished, right? And well, not really, but I want to. And the Daisy, I'll just say what they are. They're the Daisy electric blinds. Those are the motors with the little flappy doodles that flip the shades up and down. The idea with my car is to make them part of the car. Get some either get rivets, make rivets, because I do have the Harbor Freight rivet gun, I think, or tool, and that's how we did the roof rivets, if you remember that. And just drill a hole. I wish I didn't put the car back in. Drill a hole in the, make brackets for these things, right? And then, you know, have a hole in there and a rivet in the back of this trunk here, because one of the issues with the Daisy blinds for me was, and the reason they're not on the car is because the brackets, they're just supposed to slide in between trim pieces, and it's like, I'm like seriously like 1 millimeter thick sheet metal. So after a while, vibrating and bouncing and stuff like that from just riding down the road, they'll start to bend, and then they'll teeter over to one side of the rear windshield. Like they'll be put up like this, and then they'll just fall one way or the other. So I thought it was a really cool novelty item. It was really sought after. I'm pretty sure I actually got the last set from Japan, and there was a lot of people that were trying to get them, and I got them, and they just been sitting. To add insult to injury to everyone else, you know, they've just been sitting. So I've never even showed them on this channel yet, and I've had this channel for like 3 years now. Circling back really quick before I end the video, Odyssey batteries fucking suck. I'm gonna be reaching out to them to let them know that the battery that they sent me before sucks. It doesn't hold a charge for longer than like an hour outside of the car. without the car being ran, I guess I should say. That's not even true. I stopped the car. Alright, I'm going to go off on a tangent. We're going to end the video here, and the next thing I work on here is going to be finishing up the interior and doing the Daisy Blind video. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked, you guys. I mean, look at that. Like, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. What if I did that? It's not horribly. There's a bad Bondo float right there, but it's not that bad. Like, see that? You can see the reflection right there. There's the money shot. It's not that bad of a paint job for like 50 bucks. Far away, you can't even tell. You can't even really tell that the hood isn't clear coated or anything. It's not that bad. But I'm gonna end the video there, you guys. Probably not even gonna include all the stuff that I just said, but I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Yerd.